Okay, so I'm back out here with Reyna. Reyna, I met you, it'll be 2 years next month, right? So I met you for the first time November of 2021. Next month will be 2 years exactly that I met you for the first time. You were with one of your friends, Solomon. How have you been in those 2 years?
Well, things have been up and down, and honestly, like right now, for my friend, he's doing good. I'm very proud of him. Last that I checked, he was sober and, like doing it because him and his mom are doing it together, I guess. So, very proud of him. Hope he's still on that wagon. And as for me, I've been having, like I said, ups and downs because I try to do one of those sober living programs, and just like everybody else, it was not like it seemed. And I guess I got one of the better ends of the story. And
so it was one of those scams, right? One of those sobriety house scams where people come out here in vans and they say, hey, get in, we're going to give you money, we're going to give you clothes, get in, we're going to give you treatment, a place to live, stuff. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, but they didn't do what they were supposed to. The real treatment had a list of things that they were supposed to do for the people. Like, you were supposed to, if you have a significant other, have a date night every week with them. If, like, you're by yourself, they were supposed to, whether you were with your significant other or not, they were, like, mainly for you. You're supposed to get clothes, hygiene. They're supposed to give you an allowance for going to the classes. You're supposed to go to classes every week and learn how to get sober. And if you weren't completely sober at the time, and if you were, how to stay sober and to avoid them triggers that set you off and everything. They didn't do any of that. They didn't, like, the people that did it to me basically just gave me a couple $100, a couple of new outfits, and basically lied to my access plan, saying that I was there when I wasn't. Continually getting paid even though I wasn't there. And I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars for something that I wasn't even there for.
They were defrauding the government, right?
Yep.
Charging them, like, billing them for quote unquote treatment that they're giving you, but you weren't even there. You weren't receiving the proper treatment. They probably put you to watch a little video, and they consider that treatment. But it's a scam. The government's finally cracking down, and unfortunately, it's affected the Native American community the hardest because, unfortunately, the government thinks they're helping the Native American community, so they pay.
What really happened was a lot of people actually didn't come back. Like, from what I heard, a lot of us natives went into the houses and got hurt and never came out. Like, honestly.
So a lot of people are missing.
Yes.
Who knows where they're at?
Like, every tribe, like, a lot of people are still out here looking for their family members.
Yeah, that's sad. I'm glad you made it out. I'm glad you made it out, because who knows what they were doing with people, right? Just to, maybe they raised a fuss and, hey, well, you guys...
They even had people that weren't native call up their access plans and have them change their access to native, and then they would hurt them too. Like, there were people that weren't even native that are missing, that, like, went through the same thing.
Correct. And so, do you know why they were focusing on native people?
Because they got paid the most from the native plans. Our tribes were paying out to help us even more, and what we ended up doing was getting hurt even more than everybody else.
Correct. The United States government, in their effort to help natives, they don't understand that they hurt you because they pay more money to a treatment center for a native person than they would for a Hispanic, for a white, or for a black person.
Yeah.
So that put a big target on native people.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they're cracking down on these these organizations, you know, that are doing this.
The fake ones, like the real ones that were actually doing, like I seen ones that were actually doing what they were supposed to. They did the treatment like you weren't allowed to go nowhere for 30 days. You had to stay in there and like be sober, and like you could talk to your family, but only after that it was confirmed it was your family. All that good stuff, you know, like, and they were really like tight on the people, but to keep them safe and, you know, like actually get them sober. And, you know, like I've seen like one like on the south end of Phoenix that was doing that, and like I'm sorry, I don't remember the name exactly, but yeah, they were like trying real hard to keep within the program details and do exactly what, especially with at the time it was COVID going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of legitimate you know, places that really do want to treat you, help you, and they're gonna abide by regulations and rules.
Yeah.
These people that have been doing this for the past few years, you know, they've just been billing millions upon millions of dollars, you know, to the government.
The one that I was in when I left, they were still billing, saying that I was there when I wasn't.
Yep. So I hope they go to jail. Unfortunately, from what I hear, they're all like African immigrants for some reason. Out of like people from Africa, they come and they're just scamming. But I think the system allows it though. They make it easy to be scammed, you know, and then they put a big bullseye on Native Americans, so these people go out and look for natives.
Yeah, I think they were trying to help the refugees, and what it was, like them trying to help the refugees just made it easy for the refugees to come hurt us, you know. It was refugees that were coming to America to start a business, and the government was giving them, what is it called, funds to start a business, and basically giving them what they needed to start these programs. And what happened was they got the money and figured out, well, I don't really have to do exactly what it says on here, so I can get more money off of it, you know, like, so instead of using the funds to do exactly what was lined up, they cut some corners and thought they're just cutting corners to keep extra cash. What it was really hurting the natives that they were supposed to be helping.
Isn't that weird? Native Americans are being hurt by people from other countries. Isn't that weird? That the government, United States government, funds it, allows it, and almost endorses it by putting up a big bullseye on, because these guys were taking vans and going to the reservation up north. Right?
Yeah.
People have told me.
All around Phoenix.
All around Phoenix, all around the valley, all around the state.
Anywhere they seen homeless crowds, they would go and they would, hey, who wants to get out of here and get into a house, and when it was winter, get something warm to eat, you know, and get some clothes. And everybody was thinking, oh yeah, that's good. You know, they didn't know that they were being targeted, you know, like.
What's the result? Hundreds upon hundreds of people lost, missing.
Yeah,
we don't know where they're at.
Yeah.
And the United States government has lost hundreds upon hundreds of millions of dollars because of this.
Yeah.
That's sad, right? The way it works. You know?
It is.
How much longer will you be out here?
I don't know. Hopefully I'll get out of here soon, like on some real talk. I was talking to a few people, and like they're talking about like housing for some of us that went through that. Like honestly, like there's programs that they're like getting us into a room until we can get housing itself, you know, like. So I don't know if I'm gonna jump onto that or what, you know.
Are there any conditions such as you have to get treatment and get well, no blues?
I don't know exactly. I want to call and figure it all out, because right now, like, I'm kind of still out in the wind about it. Like, I don't even know if I really want to do it because of what, like, happened last.
But your experience kind of traumatizing.
Yeah.
The last experience with these fraudulent people.
Some of my friends, they got hurt and stuff going into places. They were trafficked and all kinds of stuff. Like I don't know.
You don't have a lot of faith in people right now. Your trust is low.
Yeah, pretty much.
Reyna, your name Reyna in Spanish means queen, right? Yeah. So I hope one day you realize that you're a queen that just lost right now. Okay, that you need to realize that you're worthy of so much more. You matter in this world. I interviewed you 2 years, and not a whole lot has changed, right? Yeah. You're still here, right? Surrounded by danger and just people that want to defraud you and just hurt you. Please get out of here before it's too late. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say thank you very much for talking to me. It was really nice seeing you. I wish it was under better circumstances, but at least I got to talk to you. Okay?
Yeah.
So you recognized me right away. I said, "Hey, have you ever heard of Lost in Phoenix?" Yeah. Did I talk to you? Yeah. And so that's really cool that you remember 2 years ago. Okay?
Yeah.
So
and for all the younger viewers, remember, knowledge is power. So if you're interested in doing anything, always know as much as you can about it, no matter what it is.
Absolutely, that's great advice. Okay, Reyna, so thank you very much. Stay safe, God bless, and we'll talk soon. Okay.